Hot Wheels has released a lot of cars, a lot of lines, a lot of premiums and basic stuff, and a lot of them has been discontinued, and a few of them have basically achieved sort of a legendary status. And I'm going to talk about, well, mostly I'm going to talk about one of them, but just a quick look at a couple of the supercars that they've done that people love. One of them was the Vector. I don't even remember what model it is from the original Boulevard line. I don't even have it, but it's only been released once, so you can get it for, I think, what, $50 at least. Another one, legendary status, that's the Bugatti Veyron, which I don't have one, but I'm going to show you the newly released Chiron just in its place. And you can get the Hot Wheels Veyron for, I don't know, like $20, let's say, at least, for a basic model. And if you want to get the FTE or the, what is it, the Speed Champions? Speed Machines, that's right. If you want to get the Speed Machines one, you're going to be paying like $100, even more, even though the Hot Wheels version isn't really proportional. Honestly, it's not that great of a model, but people love it. And what's interesting is the original Hot Wheels Boulevard line that the Vector came in, as well as the Bugatti Veyron, were actually originally peg warmers. So because they've achieved a legendary status now, I'm sure a lot of scalpers made a ton of money out of them. And the third one, and I think the most interesting one, is the Koenigsegg Agera R, the legendary Swiss supercar. And how it was originally made it for their entertainment line for the needs for speed. Apparently a movie, I don't know, but like hearing that name originally made me think it was a video game, but apparently it was a movie. The original black and red one can go for like easily over $100, which is crazy. But what's good is that Hot Wheels this year has finally released another Koenigsegg Agera R, and it's from, funnily enough, the new Boulevard line. This is it. Now, the new Hot Wheels Boulevard is a whatchamacallit, Walmart exclusive. I don't remember the name of Walmart because I'm in New York City and I don't have a Walmart anywhere around me. I have to go all the way down to New Jersey, and I don't have a car because, well, cars are expensive and parking is horrible in New York City. But anyway, this is what you get. This is a excuse me. This is a oh shoot! I completely lost my train of thought. This is a proper Hot Wheels premium. It's got a metal body, metal base. Looks very nice. It's got the full deco. You see front light, backlight, and front light. The front light, I'm not quite sure. They feel too much like ice to me, so it looks a little weird, but it's a solid model. It's not super heavy, but the car itself is pretty small. But these in Walmart will be $7. But for someone like me who doesn't have a Walmart around me, I have to rely on the internet. Actually, I made a trade with someone on Reddit. Traded probably way too many of my cars, but it didn't bother me that at all, honestly, because it was helping me get a lot of the basic models out of my storage anyway that I'm not really interested in, so whatever. But the cheapest you can find, I have a couple of screenshots here for you. How does this look? Nope, not good. Here, this is my iPad. These are some screenshots I took literally seconds before filming this video. I'm gonna turn down the light so you can see. Basically, you can expect almost $20 for it, and I think that's a bit crazy in my personal opinion, and that's the importance of Hot Wheels. Not just alternatives, but also, in my opinion, better brands, because, well, there are a couple of there's one company that does Tarmac Works, and one of the other companies that does the Agera R or the Agera RS, one of them is Tarmac Works, and this is the cheapest I found that you can get from eBay. $25 was free shipping, so this is like $5 above the Hot Wheels one. And this is from Tarmac Works, and if you're not familiar with them, they do incredible stuff. I mean, just look at the side mirrors. Now these ones you have to attach, and from what I've heard, you can easily bend them if you're not careful, but it's really cool. And it actually has an opening back hatch, so you can see into the engine, which obviously this screenshot won't show you. these are going to be sent from Hong Kong, but still free shipping, and you might get it a little bit late, especially with the pandemic going on. It might take, I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe up to a month, but still, this is $5 more expensive than the asking price for this. And as much as I like the Hot Wheels model, like seriously, this is so much better, like proportion wise, and you see kind of like the underside of the chin, which is going like a lot more pronounced, which is, in my opinion, I think it's more accurate. Again, like Hot Wheels, this thing for a $7 is a very good price in my opinion, but the asking price, because it's a Hot Wheels Koenigsegg that this is only the second time release after a long time, with the original one going over $100. I think it's crazy that this thing should go for $20. And if you have an extra $5, like seriously, go buy the Tarmac Works version. The Hot Wheels one is not worth the $20 unless you are a die-hard Hot Wheels collector, which I know some are, but in my opinion, if you're not a purist, and I don't get why would anyone be a Hot Wheels purist anyway, because if you're like, I don't know, Tarmac Works purist or a Atomic Limited Vintage purist, it means you have insane amount of money to spend on hobbies, which is great for you, but that I understand, but why would anyone want to pay extra premium for Hot Wheels? The same goes for the Bugatti as well. You this is one of the options, a alternative for the basic Hot Wheels release. This is a Bugatti by Burago, and Burago I know a lot of people probably have heard of because they are the holders of the Ferrari license right now. Oh, yeah, that's right, Ferrari. And these things, unfortunately, aren't very accessible in the United States. I did ask my girlfriend to get me one of those in China, which takes like what, $10? No, that's not right. $5 probably around, if $5. But if you're in the United States, you can get it for $10, free shipping. And if you look at it, I don't have the Hot Wheels one around me, but proportions wise, especially the front of the car, like the angles and the curvatures, I'm not sure about the scale of this thing, whether it will look nice next to some of the other Hot Wheels cars, especially the new Chiron, which looks black right now, but it's blue. I don't know about that, but at least as it on its own, I think it looks so much better than the Hot Wheels version. And if you're looking more for a model and not a toy, well, you're gonna have to pay a bit more. But Auto Art has a Bugatti Veyron that I think I looked it up on eBay. The lowest asking price with shipping included is like what, $50-$60. Ooh. I'm not gonna do that. If you want to, you probably already have it. But there's another one. This is an interesting one. So this is done by I think Granny and Company, and this is you can see here it's a Taiwan 7-Eleven limited edition. So it's from a weird company I haven't really heard of, but I've seen videos online of people looking at this thing. Apparently it's pretty good. It's genuine, accurate 164. This is something you have to put together. It's got a metal body and plastic base. It just got real rubber wheels, real riders, as Hot Wheels will call it, or just two-piece rubber tires. Proper 164. So my guess will be around Kyosho or Aoshima kind of quality. And in my opinion, it's just way better than the Hot Wheels version. Now for the Vector, whatchamacallit, I don't think there's any there's not a lot of alternatives for Hot Wheels, but on the other hand, it's not the most popular car. I don't know how many people are really into that, but if you want to, you probably have to get the Hot Wheels version. But in that case, it makes sense because there's no alternative. But I feel like the asking price for a lot of Hot Wheels vehicles, just because of brand recognition, because it's Hot Wheels, because it's Mattel, a lot of people are asking and paying for insane premiums for them. And the same goes for a lot of other not super rare cars, like some of the older Hot Wheels premium models. Car cultures go for insane amount, and obviously Super Treasure Hunt go crazy. And I think again, I get supply and demand, I get scarcity, but I think like that high of value, I've talked about that, right? It's not worth it. But if you want a Veyron at this scale, for a proper 164, $15 for this, or $10 for this, right? And if you want the Koenigsegg, don't pay $20 for this, pay $25 for this, right? It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be a much better model. I don't think these things roll very well, but I mean, chances are you're not getting a Hot Wheels premium model that costs you $20 to race on the tracks and goes through loops and boosters, right? The Hot Wheels ones aren't designed to be toys, although I have to say the Hot Wheels ones usually roll incredibly well. I haven't had a single Hot Wheels premium car that doesn't roll, although I have a couple of basic ones that doesn't roll very well, but they're $1, so whatever. But if you want a true 164 display, get the Tarmac Works one. Yeah. So that's my thought on it. Yeah, I don't have an ending plan for this, but that's the end of the video. Bye.